Hey, welcome to the Occasional Beard for February 26th, 2021. Yeah, it's been a while. All right, so I'm home today. I'm home because I had a vacation day that I could take, and I did my first class last night, which was a 4 hour Zoom call class. So I took today off because my wife told me to take today off. She's like, you deserve it. And so while I'm here, I'm going to talk about something that I lately have been watching a lot of stuff about film and cinematographers and stuff. Now, if you don't know what a cinematographer is, that's okay. Um, Cinematographer is the guy who actually holds or controls the camera. So, like, not everyone understands this, and that's okay because not everyone's really into film. But there's the director of the film. Excuse me. There's the director of the film, and they're the person that decides what is shot. Like in the hey, I want to take a shot of this. I want to take a shot. But then there's the cinematographer actually puts it in camera and makes sure that the lighting works and like he has in frame what he wants, what the director wants, and is what he's looking for. And he has a fair amount of input into what you're actually seeing. And so the director is like the overall guy in charge. The cinematographer is the guy who kind of like is like this shot looks like this because he made sure it looked like that. And I think I found my soulmate in or my double soul. You know, you've heard that like doppelganger kind of thing as a cinematographer. And so I'll post a picture of him. But this is a picture of him. Look at this guy. Look at us. Look at us together. And now it's not just that he looks a little bit like me, but he does. We do look a little bit alike. But this guy's name is sorry, I knew I was going to mess it up. Hoyte van Hoytema, and he's European. He started out in one country. I think he ended up in Sweden, and he lives in Sweden now. And there's a couple reasons I think he's kind of my soul, like double soul, whatever thing. One, he loves shooting on film. I love film. Like I don't understand fully how all the film stuff works, but like if you don't know, a lot of stuff is shot on digital nowadays. But there's a handful of filmmakers that are passionate about film. One of like most of my favorite ones actually are. So Christopher Nolan, Edgar Wright, Quentin Tarantino, all of those guys are really passionate about film, actually having real film in the camera, not a digital thing, and trying to do as much in camera as possible, which is awesome. And so he's worked with Nolan 3 times. He's done Tenet, Interstellar, and Dunkirk. And now here's the other thing. So I love that, but here's the other thing that's just like this guy's me. So Christopher Nolan, in particular, my favorite filmmaker, has been shooting more and more on these things called IMAX cameras. And IMAX cameras, what the thing is, a regular film frame is like that, we'll say, okay, just for you to understand. An IMAX film frame is that. So for every frame of film, you get that much more image. And the cameras traditionally were used for documentaries and stuff like that. They're very big and heavy, and what they usually set them up in places and then just like film. And the more and more Christopher Nolan's been doing what he's doing, he's like, man, I really wish we could just like get it on someone's shoulder and go, because they've never been able to do that. And Hoyte van Hoytema just went, I got it, and literally made a rig. And because he's kind of like me, he's a big guy. He's a bit thinner than me, but he's big. He's stocky like me. And he's just like, I got it. And he literally threw this IMAX camera on his shoulder and just is like, let's go. And so a lot of Dunkirk, if you ever watched Dunkirk and stuff, was he's literally carrying this big, giant, heavy camera on his shoulder because he's just like, I can do it. I'm willing to do it. I'm willing to pay the price of having this on my shoulder. And so there's so it's like that's a very me thing to do. So there's that, and then I watched a thing about him, and he's very non-traditional in a lot of ways. He very much is kind of the underdog, and he's always like just trying his best and hoping that things work out. And I saw a video on him, and he talked about some of the rules he lives his life by. And I was like, a lot of these apply to me, especially in what I want to do as being a youth pastor. So, number one was be patient and proactive when opportunities arise. So, be patient about like when you're getting there, but be ready and be proactive when something comes up that you jump on it. And I've done this a little bit. I get to preach at a Vietnamese church twice. When like, and just whatever opportunities come, I'm trying to be proactive. So I think that's really good. Number 2 is embrace things that are out of your control. You can't control everything. I can't control that COVID's happening. So make the best of my time, which yoga, been doing a lot of yoga, lost around 11 pounds. Embrace the things that I can't fully control and just try and work with them. So that's number 2. Number 3 is form your own career path. I think I've done that. I'm a 46, I keep on thinking I'm 45, 46-year-old guy who's trying to be a youth pastor. By the time I actually do it, I might be 47, 48. Most people are way past being youth pastors at that age. And it's not everyone, but I'm kind of making my own way. So I'm not so much, trust me, I look at other people and go, well, look at them, but I try not to because I'm on my own journey and I'm doing my own thing. And it is. Number 4 is don't be afraid to start before you're ready. In other words, don't wait until everything's perfect. And I think I've done this because if I would have waited till I had all my ducks in a row before, I don't think I ever would have got back to school. I don't think I ever would have got back on this journey. I don't think I ever would have started teaching again with small groups and stuff if I waited till everything was lined up properly. And last is be flexible and focus on building relationships with directors. Now, he says directors because he's a cinematographer. To me, I need to be flexible and focus on building relationships with youth, parents of youth, pastors, other youth pastors, the people that are either above me or under me or lateral, like the parents, forming relationships, building bridges, being flexible, trying to accommodate when you can, but focus on building relationships. These 5 things are all really super applicable to me wanting to be a youth pastor. You can hear my dog walking around. So Hoyte van Hoytema. I think he's literally me. If I was a cinematographer, I don't want to be a cinematographer. I don't even want to be a director. I love film. I don't want to do that. I love watching them. And but I think this guy we have similar lives, even though we're miles away and differences and all this kind of stuff. So I just thought I'd share that with you. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. Whoever's watching this, if you made it this far, stay safe. God bless, and have an awesome day.